Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is Monday, November 13th. I am Arnie Piper, but I'm not doing this by myself today. I got my great co host, OC guy in the house. Let's jump over there real fast, say hey to him. And then I got some stuff I need to show you guys. We've got a critical week ahead. OC, I don't know if you're tracking everything that's going on this week, but there's some craziness coming. We've got a possible government shutdown in 5 days. We've got CPI data coming out, all running bearishly towards bullish market trends going on. I think we're going to have a clash of volatility this week. Good morning to you, first off. And secondly, what do you think about what's coming this week between the Bulls and the Bears fighting it out? So, good morning.
So, good morning, Piper. Great weekend. Hopefully, you also had a great weekend. I surely did. I am keeping tab on X. As you mentioned, X marks the spot, right? So, it's basically exactly on the spot news, basically everything going almost getting crazy. Also, talking about a ton about ETF in the crypto space. So, I think we need to look for some data because I do also have a couple of alerts set on Bitcoin for some reentries, both bearish and bullish, depending on what might
Yep.
be happening during this week. And I think that we are on decision making zones, but also at the edge of the knife. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I do
excited for
too,
it.
and I've got definitely. So I'll show you guys how I'm approaching this week. So stay tuned for the whole show. But while you're here, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe button at the bottom. If you're new here, welcome to Piper Academy. We come at you every day, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we show you news, markets, and teach you how to do TA so that you can be in the know and have all the knowledge because knowledge is profit. So if you're new here, thank you for joining us. Hit the like button down below and hit the notification so that you can get notified every time we go live. I want to jump over real fast and show some news. Um, I've got a lot of things to go over today, guys. So just hang in there. We're going to get through this news quickly, and then we're going to pull up the charts. I'm going to show you where my levels are at for buy-ins and what happened this weekend because I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a real quick hint here, real fast. Watch this. Do you see this? Right? Nope, not that one. How about that one? There we go. This one right here is going to be what I was watching this week, and this is Polygon Matic. It absolutely followed everything that we've been calling out. So I'm going to show you that one also. But let's jump into the news. Let's get into here, guys. Uh, Big one this week, and we're going to dig into this article in a second. But U.S. shutdown risk lingers despite House Speaker's compromise plan, and this could be very volatile for the markets and then also the CPI. Let's jump over here, take a look past 24 hours on our watch list here for coin market cap. Past 24 hours, Bitcoin down about 70.77% there, about 0.7%. Ethereum up about 0.6%, about the only one that's really had some upside in the past 24 hours. Let's see here. BNB down 1% for the day. Uh, XRP down almost 2%. Solana down 1.26. Cardano, ouch. Cardano down almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Mind you, keep in mind, guys, Solana down 1.2%. It's up 44% for the week. So, I mean, in grand scale, this is why we always say sometimes you just got to zoom out, guys. Let's see. Chainlink down 4% today. Ton down 1.8. Polygon Matic, there's the one that I want to show you guys. 5.4% upside today. So Polygon, Tron, and it looks like Ethereum, your upside gainers today. Let's jump over to Bitcoin liquidations. Uh, yeah, Bitcoin liquidations. Past 24 hours, we've had $105 million worth of liquidations. This was much higher this weekend, guys, just so you're tracking. Largest single liquidation order happened on Binance. It was ETH. It was a $900,000 liquidation. So almost $1 million there. And then the past almost as much in liquidation for Ethereum, 13.29, as Bitcoin liquidations at 13.3. So I do want to point out something over here, guys. I know that it seems very bearish on my thumbnail, and I don't tend to be overly bearish, but guys, the greed is up to 74. We're almost into extreme greed here. So keep that in mind as we go through this week. Also, a lot of people are scared, and when they see a little slightest movement, it's like if you go to it's like if you're watching a scary movie on Halloween, right? And somebody throws a pillow at you, and it just the smallest thing freaks you out because you're already jittery. That's what's going to happen this week, I believe. So take a look at the economic calendar. What else do we have going on? Well, we've got core inflation data coming in this week, guys. It's CPI week, and as some people like to say on X over there, formerly known as Twitter, CPI week is this week. So we're going to be watching the CPI. See if it comes in. But what we're looking at right now, inflation year over year, 3.7%. They're saying that it's going to be down. Consensus and forecast is that we are going to be at 3.3% core inflation. Keep in mind, 2% is the Fed Reserve goal. If this comes in higher, which is very possible, and there's a couple of factors that play into that. One is we've got a long history going on of health insurance data. Well, health insurance data got rescheduled on how they weigh that in the weighted value for CPI, and that could actually cause us to have inflated numbers for inflation that would not normally be there because of the new calculation actually makes insurance, because it started going up the last couple of years. If you don't know, health insurance actually saw a national pullback of a little bit. So yeah, it was 900,000. That 900,000 was you, Mr. J. Come on, man. You got chart prime. We know you didn't lose no $900,000. You've learned risk management, and you got the best indicators in the market. So there you go. Take a sip and buy the dip, guys. That's the plan this week. So drinking the coffee. Uh, I should have my coffee coming this week, guys. Just so you're tracking, I got a sponsor from Legendary Aviation Coffee Company, and he's set me up with a nice little discount link for you guys. So if you guys like morning coffee, and you also like if you like morning coffee and you guys like charts, then come here, get your knowledge, drink some coffee, drink some Legendary Aviation coffee, and learn about what you need to know for the week. And if T Shroom is in here watching right now, yes, Friday sounds great, bro. Maybe doing a collab with T Shroom on Friday. What we're going to be watching is tomorrow with the CPI data coming in. We're going to be watching to see if this changes at all. Because this is currently sitting at about 85.9, 86%. Yep, still sitting there. No rate hike. Pause for December. And then we're going to be looking at January. January, looking at the same thing again. And March, looking like a 11.5% chance of a rate cut. So we're going to be taking a close look, watching that CPI data tomorrow. Be careful when that news comes out, because if it's bad news, we could see some crazy volatility in the markets. Let's go to X marks the spot here. The Kabisi letter, shout out to him, giving us our weekly events here. Again, as I told you, it's October CPI inflation data coming out on Tuesday. October PPI inflation data coming out on Wednesday. We're going to have retail sales data on Wednesday, the Philly Fed manufacturing data on Thursday, building permits on Friday, and a total of 14 overpaid Fed speakers events taking place this week. So it's an important week for inflation and the Fed. Let's come over here. Oh, wait, I wanted to just check something there. I just saw something from KBC letter on a carry on here. Um, yeah, okay. No bit, nothing there. Let's take a look here. Guys, this is why I'm not scared. I've got orders to buy in, and it's important to buy, to get your buy-ins when you can, right? Take a sip, buy the dip. That's what we do. Um, I'm not worried, because I want to show you guys this and why it's okay to just continue to dollar cost average. If you had started dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, this is from the Wolf of Wall Street. Shout out to him. If you don't follow him, you should. He puts out some really great stuff. At the top of the last cycle, at $69,000 Bitcoin, and you bought $100 a week of Bitcoin, then you have spent $10,000 total, and your position is worth $13,431. You are up 34.31% today if you had started buying the very top of the market last bull cycle. So if you started at the dead top, That's what you would be at. Bitcoin spends very little time at the highs and gives dollar cost averagers seemingly endless time to accumulate during the lows. Just be a long term investor, slowly buy, and you will reap the benefits. So, shout out to the DCA hodl people out there in the world. You guys are in the win. So, Solana ETF. Could GSOL be the next ETF coming out, and could it reach all-time highs? Grayscale Solana Trust sees explosive growth as institutional investors seek exposure to Solana. So, not going to go too much into this, but Solana could be the next big mover on the ETF train. So, we'll take a look at that chart in a second. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. We're just talking about these rate cuts, guys. When we could see rate cuts. Well, guess what? We can't predict it because even the big names in the industry can't predict it. They're diverging on that Fed rate cut forecast. Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley sees 300 basis points of rate reductions. Goldman Sachs rates fall to 1.75%. So this would be a 3%, just so you're tracking. I don't know why they did it that differently, but 300 basis points is a 3% drop, just so you're tracking. So Morgan Stanley economists forecast the Fed Reserve to make deep interest cuts over the next 2 years. Keep that in mind. This is over 2 years, guys. As inflation cools, while a Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated analysts expect fewer reductions and a later start. The central bank will start cutting rates in June 2024, right after that beautiful halving event of Bitcoin. And then again in September in every meeting from the fourth quarter onward, each in 25 basis points increments. That is according to Morgan Stanley. And that's what they think it'll be. That'll take the policy rate down to 2.375. Now, keep in mind, you still got add-ons. Like right now, it's like 5.2 something right now is the Fed rate, but your mortgage rate is like 7.97%. There's a tack on top because that's what it costs for the bank to borrow money, and then they got to put an additional interest rate on top of that to cover their risk for giving you money. So, but that would bring our mortgage rates back down in that 5% range. So that's not horrible, but that is according to Morgan Stanley there. They think that that's where we'll be at by the end of 2025, 2.375. Goldman Sachs, meanwhile, sees the first 25 basis point reduction in in the fourth quarter of 2024. So they don't think that we're gonna see any rate cuts until a year from now, followed by a 1% cut per quarter through mid 2026. So we're talking higher for longer here for sure. That would be a total of 175 basis points or 1.75%, with rates settling at 3.5 to 3.75 for their target. That's according to a 2024 outlook. So, yeah, a little bit different movements there. Neither one of these look great to me. I hate the rates being this high, but I have a question for you, and we're going to talk about this real fast. Um, OC, I got to ask you, if we see them start to round out these cuts at the end of 2025, where's it at here? This one, central bank, according to Morgan Stanley, in June 2024, we start cuts, right? And then again, every in September at every meeting from the fourth quarter onward, 25 basis points, right? And then we would have that down to a 2.375. That's almost a 2% rate. That's beautiful. That means that people would be getting their mortgages again for like 3.5 to 4%, right? At the end of 2025, let's jump to the duo cam here. Let's talk about this. What is what's at the end of 2025? What ends typically in 2025 according to schedule, OC? Do you know? Do you know? You want the answer?
Absolutely. I think if we're thinking here, we're talking about the Bitcoin halving, isn't it?
We're talking about the end of the Bitcoin run. That would be
Exactly.
fall 2025. What happens if the normal market drop, where we start to drop and go into the bear market, the crypto winter? What if that occurs at the same time that we are looking at rates at 2.375? I think that's very bullish for the markets. I think people would start borrowing money again. I think people would get very bullish in the markets. It almost makes me wonder, could it extend the cycle? Just a theory, but I want to know your thoughts. Do we get that? Does that happen?
I do think so because we're talking about mortgages. We're talking about messing up with what Americans or majority of people consider to be one of the most important assets, which is a roof over of their heads, right? So when you start messing with that, and I'm talking about the negative point, like for example, rate hikes for mortgages, well then that is what they need to focus to always pay the mortgage because they're messing with where they live. That is one of the most important parts. So that usually brings towards a much more conservative, expensive habits. But now that they are not getting that expensive, well, then they might be able to not only come up with the payments, also they'll feel that they got it a little bit more easy. And I'm talking about easy with quotations because paying that much is never easy. But they might have just enough more money just to start investing in something else, right? And that
Right.
something else with the cut of the emissions, well then you know where this is going. And based on your charts and also my what I've been also thinking, I think we have a very bullish upcoming on this 2025.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, and it could extend it, but it could also get a lot of people wrecked because it is just enough of a good setup that people go, "Oh, it's going much higher now," and then they start buying in at the top again. And if you do, remember, just dollar cost average, you'll be in profit by the next crypto winter. So, but yeah, I could get some people wrecked. Let me jump over one last article, and then we're going to jump in the charts here, guys. This is the big one, and this is why I said watch this, watch out this week. We've got critical warning. We've got some bad this could be bad for the entire economy right now, because we averted that U.S. government shutdown, but now we're back at it again here. U.S. shutdown risk lingers despite House Speaker's compromise plan. The White House could threaten to veto the bill over a two-step approach. Disappointed conservatives may block the plan in committee. The U.S. still faces risk of a government shutdown at the end of this week, despite the new compromise plan by Speaker Mike Johnson. Um, that leaves out hardline conservative priorities like cutting spending and curtailing migration. A shutdown could threaten a downward U.S. credit rating. We've already had that. You guys, if you just watched over there on Investing Bros, this weekend on Saturday's show and then this morning with T-Shroom, they talked about that we just had Moody's making some changes to our credit rating. Although they didn't change it from AAA, they did downgrade us, right? This could even further threaten more downward U.S. credit rating adjustments by Moody's Investor Services, which has cited political dysfunction as growing risk to bond investors. If people aren't investing in the bond, then they're not buying U.S. debt, which means that we don't have the money coming in. So Congress has just days to pass a new stopgap bill before funding runs out on November 17th. So that is the end of this week here. Um, I don't know that this is going to happen for sure. However, I will say that it is a high possibility. The reason that I don't know that it's going to happen for sure is because we are 1 year out from the 2024 presidential elections, and no one wants to be going in with, having a bill that came to their desk and they vetoed it, so on and so forth, or that they let this happen and couldn't get people to work together during an election cycle. So that's what we got there today. It is time for some charts. I want to jump in first on the charts here, OC, because I want to show people Polygon Matic. Some interesting stuff happened on Polygon Matic. But yeah, stocks are getting hit, bro. And that's why I said warning. This week is going to be critical. I've got buy-ins. I'm going to show you guys where those buy-ins are at. Before I do that, though, I've got the most important announcement of the entire day. Happy birthday to Gia S, our wonderful mod. She had her birthday this weekend, but I wanted to give you the shout out on live stream so that you are immortalized like you are in the world of all of us crypto content creators out here that you help out. So happy birthday to you, Gia. Much love. Let's go check out the charts. Eric Wallen said the stocks are getting hit. Crux and Crypto said, I'll be all out by September 30th, 2025. I got duped thinking the last run was the last run of all runs, 4 year cycle until it breaks, but I won't bet against it until it does break. Good call there, Crux. I too was awaiting the $100,000 Bitcoin on the super cycle. OC, why don't you hop in here with me, man? Where you at? Let's get you on here. There he is. There's
Hey,
OC.
nice.
All right, so
Very
we're
nice.
checking out Polygon Matic here, guys. Polygon Matic. We had a nice run up here. You guys can see we came down and perfectly got our support on the 618 of our golden pocket here. We also got a double wick down here. This is going to be from last Thursday. This is going to be from Saturday. We did a double bottom wick test of that 50-week moving average, giving a perfect candle closure. It might have wicked down that far, but the candle pulled back up and closed directly on the 618. And it bounced. Guys, if you've been watching this show, you would have known this target here. I gave you guys this target like weeks ago. And that is where we went up to. You can see we had chopsticks there, eating chop suey, little tweezer action there with the double wick. And we pulled back and closed directly on the T box. So, yeah, it's now down, heading to the downside. I do have a buy in, and I know this one might be a little low. I may end up adjusting this one. I do have a buy in set at about 75 cents on the dot here. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin because I wanted to show you that. Oh, wait, no, go back to Matic. There was one more thing I wanted to show you there. I lied to you. I'm sorry. It ended up happening again. We did have a peak seeker that also printed right there and said, "Hey, this pump to the upside. We're correcting." And that we have peaked out. So we had the order block, we had the downtrend, we had the ribbon twist after a bearish divergence, all stacking against this box that I had up here for a target on the upside. And then boom, down it goes. B.O.B. What's up, Bob? How you doing, man? He's saying happy birthday, Gia S. Yeah, give her the shout outs, guys. She's always helping us out. Then we also have a nice Heikinashi candle here, no wicks on it. So it looks like we do have more downside coming on this. I'm probably going to end up adjusting this alarm up to the 50. I think so. That would be about 78.5 cents, and I'll be setting that later. Let's go jump over into Bitcoin. I do want to give a look here. Bitcoin getting all of its resistance here on the 6.6. That is going to be on its golden pocket there, giving us that rejection. Almost wicking up here on Thursday morning. And I thought we might get our bounce here and make it up there. Did not happen. That's okay. I don't claim to know everything, and I don't claim to be able to predict the future with 100% accuracy. If I did, I wouldn't be here doing a show with you. I'd be sitting on an island somewhere in the Caribbean. So I'd be sitting on the island somewhere off of the Yucatan Peninsula with OC. There you go. Let's check out Ethereum. Oh, wait. On Bitcoin, guys, we do have it. We still have more downside here. It doesn't even not even getting a curvature on the ribbon here. I do think that Bitcoin's probably heading down to the 618 at 35,700 in the near term. I do mean like this week. Be watching for that $35,700 range to be our support level. And if not, then we're going back down to the 34,600 if we continue downside. So let's jump over into Ethereum. Ethereum, guys, beautiful. Look, to the dollar, bounce on my fib ranges. I hope you guys are putting these on your charts when I show them to you. And if you don't know the levels, you guys just need to ask. You can get in our Discord. I'm doing TA talk every week with OC Guy. There's a link down below in the description to get into our free Discord for Chart Prime. But yeah, either there or over in the Investing Brothers Discord, either one, let me know and I will give you these levels. But if you had it, you could have gotten a perfect wick to the dollar to that 2029 dollar range, which would be the 50% Fibonacci there. And that was where we had our upside bounce. We are right now up from that line. Let's go check it out and see. Right now up 1.7% without any leverage. So if you were doing a leverage trade, not financial advice, you could have done pretty decent there just off of that fib without getting into any of the beautiful, powerful indicators of Chart Prime. So I'm just saying. Um, let's go and check out Solana. Solana got a rejection on the 382 here. You can see every time it pumped up, bears took control, wicked it back down again. And we are heading right now for the 100-week moving average. That is where I've got a buy-in on this. That is also at the top of the T-box. So we're going to have the trend assist, the 100-week exponential moving average, and my T-box that I put in here for support range, all coming in at a $52.60. That is my Solana buy-in this week. I'm looking for that pullback to happen. Jump into chain link. OC, I'm going to get to you in a second, brother. I want to get through what I'm seeing on my charts from my watch list, and then I'll hand it back over to you. Or hand it over to you. We got rejection on chain link here in the platinum pocket, guys. Ugly rejection in the platinum pocket. Right now, wicking down to the trend assist. I'm actually looking to get in on this at about $13.75 there. Bob, I have not been looking at the Ordi charts, but we will pull that up after OC does his. I will pull that up and take a look at it for you. But we have, I'm looking at $13.75 range, 76 cent range for a buy-in on some more chain link. Keep in mind, I've got some already. I'm looking to buy more I'm laddering into my setups for the cycle. For full transparency, I've got about $2,000 in each of the tokens here, plus one Bitcoin and $10,000 worth of ETH. And I'm looking to, you know, stack in some more $1,000 increments on the smaller caps and then pick up some more Caspa and some Hello Labs. So shout out to Crypto Archie if he's out there watching. Ihachi, what's up, Tobias? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Josh Denham in here. Eric Wallen, always great. Who else we got? Elo Brown, French Toaster. Shout out Mike Play, Mellow Fellow, Clarence Slade. Man, it's always great to see you guys in here. And then, of course, my son, Crypto Piper Jr. over there, ZTS Rhythm in the house. So let's check out Ada. Ada is here getting the rejection at the golden pocket. We had a little bit of a pump up above it, got very bullish, and then people got wrecked right now, hitting the trend assistant right now for its support. I do have a buy-in at about 35 cents right here above the 50% line that I'm looking to get into some more. Ada. H bar. I got some H bar. I'm looking at my line. It's right there. It's 0.059 cents. So 5.9 cents is the pullback line that I'm looking for here. Getting a perfect rejection on Saturday this weekend, right on the golden pocket. So shout out again if you had those levels. Looking like we got downside coming here. No flip of the ribbon coming anytime soon. Not getting any wicks on the Heikinashi of the RSI primed. Everything is just looking very bearish right now on the 4-hour charts. Doge rejection in the platinum pocket. I do have a buy-in. We almost wicked down to it on this candle right now that we're on, this 4-hour candle on the time frame. 7.5 cents is what I'm looking at for a buy-in there. If we take a look, go back. I need you to come in here, please. Can I get my oscillator? Can I get my oscillator, please? That would be great. There we go. Oscillator. We did have a rejection here. Bearish divergence, the overbought, and the downtrend with the ribbon twist all taking place here, guys, while we were rejecting off the 887. Would have been an amazing opportunity for it to come back, retest, enter into your short, and then downside it goes. So it was all there. All the data was there. All you had to do was have my fib levels on your charts and a little bit of chart prime and a couple of classes from OC guy over there in the Discord, and you could have caught that short. I'm just saying. Um, it's that simple. It's that simple. Looking here at XRP coming back down to my buy-in right now at 64 cents. I got another buy-in. Mind you, my buy-ins originally are all the way down in here. So you guys have been tracking that since like October 20th, almost a month ago, I bought. So about 3 weeks, I guess it is now, because it's November 13th and it's the 20th. So that'd be 7 days off. So yeah, 3 weeks ago is when we bought first, and then we just been buying on pullbacks. And this is another pullback that I'm watching at 64 cents on XRP, coming in line right here with a T-box. Got the dynamic reactor coming up in this range anyway, and the trend assistant. That would be a good time to buy. And it does look like we're getting the cloud push down here now. Typically, when the clouds are up high, that's when it pulls back down. When the clouds are down low, that's typically when it goes up. And the cloud is getting low here on the oscillator. RSI about to reset in below that 30% range. So that is a good buy-in that I'm looking at there on XRP. Not financial advice, DYOR. looking here, this is stellar lumens. I've been watching these little patterns on stellar lumens here for a while, and we just keep breaking lower here. Watch out, we just got another one there. Look for this dynamic reaction to be support, but I do have a buy in on stellar lumens at 11.7 cents, coming right above that 50-week exponential moving average there. And then again, it does look like the cloud's coming to the upside now, so this might be a good opportunity at the zero line here for that ribbon to flip up. If we do have a little more downside, though, that's what I'm hoping for at 11.7 cents. If not, I will watch how it's playing on that dynamic reactor and go from there. And then Caspa. Casper getting its came back down to its phase three box here, guys. I did say it is possible that it comes back to this box here for phase two. We'll see right now, though. It looks like we did get the bounce on the phase three there. Getting pretty low, though, guys. If you're looking to get into Caspa, it might be soon that you're going to get that. What's up, Otter Crypto? What's up, my man? Alex O Crypto, Otter in the house. Yeah, let's look at Adam. I got it in here. It's in one of my lists. Yeah, Adam, absolutely rocking. I got to do a new look. You guys get new fibs from me. You get to see me place my fibs because we broke out of my ranges here, so we got to go back and do some more fibs. Oh, look, I had a trend line all the way back here. It's like, watch out for this, and then collapse. Let's do it from back here and get some new fibs in here. Fibbuccini Alfredo, delicious. It's actually what I had for dinner last night. Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and broccoli. So, let's go right there. There we go. We got it. Let's grab our bottom here. Clutch that bottom. There we go. We do have a move up. It looks like we're right now. We are above the 382. We are getting rejection, but we just retested that 382 at with positive support. We got our rejection on this green trend line here. This green line is an exponential moving average for the 50-week, guys, just in case you don't know. We did get our rejection there, but we're proving the 382. Be careful. My rejection point in my trade range that I'm going to call here now is going to be, let me grab a box, please. Throw a T box on here. We're going to do it based off of the 50 exponential moving average. Up to the 50. There we go. Sorry, I was on the wrong line. Okay, so let's click that and let's turn this red. And this is going to be where, actually, we'll turn it amber. I don't think it's a major one. I just think that be aware of it because it's going to be, we could get up there in between that exponential moving average and that 50 and get rejection off that 50 like that. And just kind of do this for a bit before we get up there. But that's where I'm going to be watching for this to return to. If not, we're looking at support. We could be coming back to the 236 and the dynamic reactor. So let's go ahead and throw a box on there too. And then we will have that set up. So here we go. Let's box in right in there. And we're going to turn this one green. This is supposed to be yellow. What? Jesus. Stop it. They did this thing now where you can continuously draw over and over again if you don't click off. And I keep forgetting to click off, and it's super annoying. You're supposed to be amber. Thank you. And then green for the support bottom. There's what I got. If you guys want to come back and get it, get your stuff. Yeah, Caspo, hello. And Miria, yes, absolutely. I'm picking up some Hello Labs on this pullback this week over on Bing X. Again, NFA, not financial advice. I don't do that. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a retired grunt from the military. Okay, let's go and jump over to your charts. OC, what are you looking at, bro? What do you got?
Well, I have a little bit of everything here. Starting, I mean, I wanted to start with Adam because it was requested on the chat. Although you already have gone through it, it's basically right on the spot where exactly what I'm thinking of. So nothing to do there. Another thing that I want to punch in very quick, and it has nothing to do with crypto, but very quick, is just, and let's just leave this one. It is Super Micro. I know some of you guys like Super Micro computers and have been requesting it, so we just had that alarm ringed. So we are right at the VPVR here, coming down with that strength on the bullish movement. So just be careful. So really quick on that. Matic also, we already have looked at Matic. Basically, most of that. The only thing that I want to add on Matic is the same that was added on Atom, which is the possibility of a range. And let me explain a little bit why. Right here on this histogram, remember this is a squeeze momentum. We are greening here, and that means usually that we are bullish, but also the strength of the bullishness, it is flat, so we're losing that strength on the bullishness, right? We keep going up, and if we start printing some dark green histogram bars in here, we could be making a very big bearish divergence. All right, based on the
And that's what I'm
divergence, my
hoping
way
for
to
because I
go.
got my buy in a little ways down there. So
And by looking at divergence, I love to see the prime oscillator, and look at that divergence is actually already playing out on that.
yep.
So there's something, yeah, I mean, we cannot deny that we are prime score very high. All right. I mean, our consolidation is very low, and we are right on that VPVR. And if I start adding some stuff, well, then look at the channels. We are right there at the top of the channel. That doesn't mean that we could not be breaking. What means is that most likely we're gonna go find some support, which could be giving us that double top. So that's what I was saying. We are the edge of the night right now. I believe that we could be making a little bit of that movement, depending on our prime score and also our oscillator. If you don't have the premium oscillator, don't worry. You can use this strategy that I have down here, and also you can be looking at this free indicator, which is the prime RSI. Very, very strong oscillator. As you can see, we're just starting to have those red candles, and if I'm not mistaken, I left it on a high Kinashi. Yes, so usually when we start seeing that high Kinashi movement, let me show you what has happened. It is not an absolute like disaster, but look at this movement in here going for that beautiful retest as we were talking about. So we have maybe a pattern playing out there. So we need to be careful because Bitcoin will be deciding the weight, and Bitcoin will be reacting to the macroeconomy. So
Yep.
let me make one kind of like a big jumping here. I'm gonna be jumping to aluminum or aluminium, however you like to call it. Why? Because usually aluminum, it is one of the most used or important metals in the construction side, besides steel, but also spread use because of their lightweight and cheap capabilities. So remember, we're talking about a healthy range, looking at aluminum. All right, we right now are finding big support on a medium order block in the VPVR line. All right, and also at the 307 Fibonacci. What I'm thinking here is that we could be having a very nice bounce, but be careful because we have the 50% FIBO right here at the equilibrium zone. And if you're following also my free strategy here, or the one that I'm using, we are right below the 60 EMA or 50 EMA right here. So between 50 and 60, there's not much difference. I usually kind of like a changes depending on the asset. So we are right below this, which usually means that we might be having a bearish trend. Now, something important to point out is that we are on red, which means bearish, and also we are on dark red, ending or flipping on that bearish. But something important to note is look at this momentum going down as this one is flipping down, right? And then this bearishness going up. Usually we have what we can call a dead cat or dead cat bounce, all right? A dead mouse. Come on, dead cows, dead
Dead cat
cat.
bounce.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know, something just broke inside my head. And
You
we
could
have
also
seen
be
this.
looking at building the right shoulder right now on a head and shoulders pattern over there also.
Yes.
So
Also, we
yeah,
could be
be
looking at building.
yeah, I would be very careful right now and keep an eye on this. Drop this one on your charts, guys, because this is going to give you a good indicator of what's going on with the economy. Because if it's bullish economy and people are looking like the future and the sentiment is high, then they're going to be looking at building more because they're going to be able to sell what they build. And if this is going down, that means that this is a sentiment indicator. That's why he's wanting you guys to see this. So, OC, what else you got? You got anything on the crypto side for the peeps?
Yes, I just wanted to kind of push this because of the rate hike. So it is this is good news. This is good news. Therefore, now I want to show you something that I have found in markets. This is something that I usually look for, and this is cohesive coins. You know that I always say Bitcoin leads the way. All right. Till now, I still believe that, but there's this phenomena on crypto that some coins tend to move faster, and then seems like Bitcoin reacts to those. All right. It gets to do with the volume inside that crypto, or inside, or basically the market cap that that crypto has, and the sentiment. That's why I went to aluminum to see how the sentiment, and we're getting bullish. But look at what's happening, like for example, Solana. All right, we have going up, we have this little thing, or could be a little range. If we take a look at Link, we have basically the same thing. But the most important part on Link is that remember this same movement that I was looking at Solana. Look at the retrace that seems like Link, it's up in the future. All right, seems like Link, it is leading the way. And as you can see, we're going to test or retest the 60 or 50 EMA, but we have decrease of momentum and also going back down here. So again, we are at the edge of the knife. A couple of things are going on here, although we have an absorption zone, and this could be a very nice point of confluence to enter for a entry, because look at what we get here. We have the top of a rising wedge. Also, we have a daily, very close to a daily support with a spike of that VPVR. All right, and then also we have right here. If I go, where is it? Oh, basically that was basically that we have. I mean, so this is
Yeah,
my
definitely a
first
good
point
buy-in point
of
there on Link.
exactly a good buying point in here. And now that we have this retracement, let's see what else has happened after that retracement. If you can recall, look at the same pattern following. And I know FTT has no future, or that's what I believe has no future, is one of the S coins that I call. But the pattern that is showing, remember, look at that same pattern that we saw on what Solana. All right. Then link retracement. All right. What is FTT doing? Had already his retracement, and we're seeing a consolidation
A
zone.
lot of
All right.
consolidation there.
Exactly. A lot of consolidation, which is letting the bearishness start to flip. And if we are still above this spike within the equilibrium as the bearishness start to flip on the squeeze momentum, you know what's coming. All right. So again, I'm just trying to, because this has worked for me. It's kind of like a macro analysis on keeping the pulse on different crypto coins that has already gone through the same path, to start predicting or trying to speculate ahead on what could be happening. Therefore, we do have the movement to the upside, the little range, start of that pullback, and look at what's happening. So at this point, I'm looking for an FOR, flip of the ribbon. And that flip of the ribbon most likely could be happening somewhere around here. And you know, and you can see right now that I have two alarm sets. I have this one at 36,475, and then also I have this other one, 37,577, which are my, hey, time to look back at the charts, because this is action time. I'm seeing a small double top, which could be very much overthrown by the FOR. So
Also
that is
known as the
basically what
Batman.
I'm looking. Oh yeah.
Could be doing a
So
Batman there
that
for
is,
sure.
oh yeah, that's basically everything that I'm looking at the charts at this point. I'm also trying not to go so in depth into them, because we could be taking a look at what people are trying to or suggesting to look into the charts. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got one pulled up, but I want to give a shout out to T Shroom. He's in the house. T Shroom, I was talking about you earlier. I think Friday sounds great. I'll have to look at the calendar. I will get back with you today on that. Let's go take a look at Avalanche. So we had a request for Avalanche from John D. He said AVAX if you have time. So looking at Avalanche here, guys. Again, if you guys had my levels and you were watching every day, you would have seen the 887 there as the platinum pocket top. That's where we rejected down perfectly. From that drop down here, We are currently down 12.8% with no leverage. So that is just a straight 12.8% drop from the platinum pocket there. Getting our bounce right now, currently on the 50-week exponential moving average and that golden pocket there. We did have the ribbon break out of the bearish zone, which also is, good indicator of downside. That would have been right in this range here on the 50% pullback in this candle. So that would have been a good indicator that we were going to start doing the down flip of this ribbon here, flipping the ribbon down to the downside. Watching for this to come into the zero zone here on the oscillator pro, but you can see we're not getting any wicks on the Heikinashi RSI primed. We could be setting this up to come back down like we did there, retesting that trend assistant and giving us a bounce on the zero line, which has happened now several times here on pullbacks with Avalanche. Be watching to see if we can or cannot hold this golden pocket. If we can't, be watching for the trend assistant to come in. This trend assistant, for those that don't know, this is part of the Market Oracle Pro, and it works fantastically as a support line that we bounce off of. Running usually, if we're in a trend, it's green uptrend. If we're in a downtrend, it's red, and it typically comes back and gets retested. So I'd be watching for somewhere around 1550 for a retest of that trend assistant if we cannot hold onto the golden pocket there, which is going to be a break of the golden pocket would be a confirmed price close on a 4-hour candle below $16.63. That's what I'm watching for, an avalanche there. But again, guys, if you had this platinum pocket, I always talk about reversal zones of the platinum pocket. There it is, clear as day for avalanche. So there you go, John D. Hope that was some useful information for you. OC, let's jump out. Talk right here real fast. So, okay, markets seeing some pullbacks, but you've seen that the pullbacks the last 90 days or so have been small pullbacks, finding support and then rallying again. Bears get it down to support, and there's buy-in after buy-in after buy-in, just waiting to jump on into the markets. Does that slow down, in your opinion, if we have bad CPI data tomorrow morning? Do people go in and go, man, I think it's going lower than what I have my order in, cancel my order? Does that start to happen and the bullish buy-in on bearish pullbacks start to slow down where the bears can actually get momentum and break through buy levels for the bulls?
Well, this is a little bit complex because we know we have a couple of several entries, right? So talking about key support, I don't think that's going to be happening. I believe that we could be into a next higher level of a range. That being said, that we are not going to be, or I don't expect right now that we're going to be having same lows as at the beginning of the year. Absolutely. Still the possibility because I still had a couple of entries around. Let me tell you where I have some of my entries here. Oh, here we go. Something around 30K and also somewhere around 29K, something around here. All right. So I was talking about, and let me go to dailies to make a little bit of a less mess. We have here this first what I call energy level, which is a range. All right. We have broken through the basically the daily range in here, and we are maybe building up until the next energy level, which is the next range. This has happened before, and let me show it to you very quickly, just to set up an example. Here we have a box, all right, a range, as you can see it very clearly, all right.
Yep,
Let me see if I can paint over it. Here we go. I have even explanation. We have the range, and as we broke the range, the upside, look at where the support of the other one was, all right. So I
retest.
believe
Yep.
we could be somewhere around here. So the chance of this retrace, it is still real. The breaking of that retrace, I will call it for not that probable, still possible. So yes, answering your question, I do believe that data right now could be decisive of whether if those bearish diversions are becoming a thing, might be doing a snowball effect. But
Yeah, and
being
that's
on completing breaking stuff, I don't think so.
yeah. When I say break, I don't mean completely break and we're going back to 20,000. Just to be clear, I think that it could be, break first level, maybe second level support if it's very bearish data, because what's been keeping us on pullbacks, bouncing and going for more upside has been all the bullish buy-ins back at those previous resistances, which are now going to be retested as support, right? But I think that if we have very bearish data tomorrow, we could see those first level supports get broken, and that's what I want people to be aware of. That's why the headline today on the thumbnail and all that was about, watch this before Tuesday, because we could see people, especially if they're trading with any type of high leverage and no risk management, which I never ever recommend. Guys, if you want to know how to set up risk management, get into our Discord. You can get into TA Talks. It's a free class in our Discord on the free side of Discord. It's not behind a paywall. Every Wednesday, TA Talks. OC and I are in there talking about actual trade setups, and that's where we do most of our trading. So if you guys want to come over and do that, there's a link down below in the description. Come on over, join our Discord, and you can watch TA Talk on Wednesday, and you'll see how we talk about and set up and give you examples of risk management. So I do want to talk real fast. So if people want to know, I'm going to have a video coming out soon on my portfolio and what my plan is for my portfolio, but I'll give you a hint. It's going to have a lot to do with, as Bob and Justin Eubanks here were saying. Let me pull this up here. There you go. Let me move that down for you, right there over my chest. Justin Eubanks said Caspa, hello, and Miria, and then Bob said just add GFAL and PZP, and you'll have Archie's top five. Those five might be in my portfolio picture. The other ones, shout out to my boy over there on Investing Bros, old TA Tim, because what it is here, let me pull over the news here. There you go. Let me move this over and nope, actually I'm gonna bring this to here. There we go. I had to move some stuff around. Charts, there you go. Shout out to TA Tim, because his minus B&B, uh, because I refuse to pick up B&B. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Something else in here is going to do just as well, if not better, anyways, in my portfolio. But yeah, he pretty much called out everything that I currently own minus B&B, and two of his honorable mentions are in my portfolio too. So I'll be doing a layout of what I have in each of those coming up in the weeks ahead. But yeah, Investing Bros and Archie, both putting together my portfolios for me. Yeah. Who knew? Who knew? No, to be fair, I did have most of those long before the video this week. But um, and I've been following Archie for a long time. Look, speak of him, and he shall appear, from Dubai. Crypto Archie, there. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Just talking about your portfolio picks and how they fit into my portfolio percentage wise. So, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. OC, do you have anything to put out before I go through all of my spiel here?
Not much. Just like we have a ton of plans for making static videos, as you have mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to get started with those. Thank you so much, guys, for being around. And I mean, Sage is always yours. That's basically all I had to
Awesome.
say.
Yeah, I plan on doing a static video on how to call the market bottoms, and you'll never miss market bottoms for DCA ever again. One simple indicator. Also pretty good at calling the tops. So watch out for that video coming also. Guys, thanks for joining us today on Piper Academy. We'll be back here tomorrow. I don't have ton. Did you notice I did not highlight that one, Crypto Seth? He said ton is crashed. I don't have that token. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, pause for effect. Guys, today, at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, follow me on follow me on X right there at Army Piper. Follow OC at Luis Asejo 117 right there, OC. I will be dropping a link today for Debate Crypto at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live on Debate Crypto for Trading Wars, and I am in season 2. I'm going up against the likes of Magic Internet Money, Frankie Candles, Crypto Lifer, Crypto Crow. I was invited. I'm honored to be there. It's scalp trading. I'm not a big scalper. I'm a swing trader. I don't like to do little jabs. I like to do, knockout punches on my trades. So, but Hey, we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna give it a run, but at the most, we're gonna have fun. At the least, I should say, we're gonna have fun. So, come check that out. It is not really time sensitive information. So, if you want to catch Investing Bros, that's my recommendation. Catch Investing Bros, watch Investing Bros, and then go back and watch Debate Crypto afterwards because the trade setups. I would not follow what we're doing over there for trades. I'll tell you why. Really simple. We're forced to do what we would never ever do as traders because you can only trade in that 1 hour. And if there's no market volatility, I would normally say I'm not getting in a position, but you have to over there. So don't follow the trades, just come for the fun. Guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you want to get into the Discord, check the link below. If you want to follow us, check the links below. If you want to pick up Chart Prime and get 45% off your first monthly or quarterly, best indicator service in the market, free live classes every day of the week but Sunday, and you can get all of that for 45% off on your first monthly or quarterly using the link in the description below. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here on Piper Academy, where knowledge is profit. Trade safe, stay primed.
That was awesome, dude!